What up, YouTube? It's your boy Z Cozart here. Now this is gonna be a video pertaining to hip hop, specifically the rapper YNW Melly. If y'all don't know, it stands for Young Nigga World Melly, Young Niggas World Melly, and his biggest song is "Murder on My Mind." It's a really great song. Like, I'm not personally, I don't listen to it because it creeps me out, especially if you watch the music video and then you learn the possible story behind the song. It's gonna make you like, what the fuck? Now, some other niggas, they're gonna be able to listen to it perfectly fine without nothing happening to them. But me, I gotta stay away from that song, kinda. Mixed personalities, though, that's my shit. I really fuck with mixed personalities. But if you guys don't know, basically, YNW Melly was accused a couple months back in January, I believe, of killing two of his close friends named Christopher Thomas and Anthony Williams. Now, now, eh, um, Anthony Williams, his stage name and like group name was YNW Juvie, and Williams was known as YW and Sack Chaser. So basically, what happened was they arrested YNW and Melly a couple months after those two were murdered. It wasn't like the same day. It wasn't the same week or anything. Like I said, not even the same months. It was a few months after. That is because they are saying that YNW Melly and another one of his friends, whose name I can't find right now, it's how do I explain? They basically thought of a whole plot and a whole scenario in their head. I'm sorry, it's just hard for me to explain. Well, basically, they murdered the two friends. The feds are saying he did it for money and clout. I guess with that happening, I don't know if they're. That's what I got from the post on TMZ and like academics and stuff. That's what the feds are basically saying it's for. Now I don't know if they mean clout pertaining to his friends dying, people feeling sorry for him, and making them want to listen to his music more, or they were also very talented and he was afraid that they could overtake his spot, and so he got rid of them. They are saying that they were leaving the studio. Melly, the other guy that he got charged with, and Juvie and Sack Chaser, they got in the car, and Melly shot them in their head, both of them in their head and their torso. Now, this is where it's really not looking good. The last video they have of him getting in the car, that the seat he's getting in, that's the only seat that the bullets could have been shot from to be placed of where they were. Now also, they found shell casings in the car. To where the shell casings are, it could not be there. They wouldn't be there from a drive-by. The shell casings were in a space where the person shooting had to be shooting from inside the car itself. So YNW Melly and his other friend stage a drive-by shooting. They basically, what they're saying is, they kill these two guys, Sack Chaser and Juvie. They ride around with their bodies for a couple hours trying to find out what to do with them. Then one of them comes up with the idea, let's just fake a drive-by and see what happens. You know, that's our best bet, because if we don't, whatever else we do, we're gonna go to jail for. So we have to do something. That's what they tried to do. That I'm recording something, Ma. Hold on. It's all right. They they didn't go to the police. They drove to the hospital themselves and said what had happened. Said that they were all part in the shooting, and Melly said he was a victim too and everything, but obviously he wasn't, because I don't think he shot himself. And I'm pretty sure he thought of not shooting himself because they probably would have been able to find out, or just basically find a way to see directly what angle the bullet was placed at, and be able to tell who can shoot you from this angle. You would have to shoot yourself. So, and Melly probably didn't want to shoot himself. So now that they are talking that Melly and his friend, or specifically him, I guess, are facing the death penalty because their plot was so cruel, atrocious, heartless. Just it just was too much, and they just feel they might really have to give him the death penalty for what he did to two young men that were supposed to be, that especially that were supposed to be his close friends. And the fact that I can't see, we can't say he felt no guilt. We don't know what Melly was living with. And I'm going to say this, and I know a lot of people are going to watch and might agree with this because the hip hop community, of course, there's a lot of white people in the hip hop community, but it is mostly, populated by us black people, and us African Americans. So Melly has said many times that is he has two people inside of him. He has Melly and he has Melvin. He says Melly, very cool, nice guy, polite, shy. Melvin, if you fuck with him, he will kill you. Now look, I'm just saying, if this was one of those old white guys who shoot up some school or something like that, they're gonna get classified as mentally incompetent, and they're going to really probably not even face jail time. They might face a few years of that, just probably placed in a group living home and have to deal with that for the rest of their life. But at the end of the day, they will still be free. They're not going to do that for Melly because he's a young black man. We all know what he looks like. He has tattoos on his face, wears dreads, got fronts in his mouth or grills, whatever you want to call them. It's just not looking good for him personally. Um, if he did do it, he deserves whatever penalty they give him. I know I just said about him should really classify to be mentally incompetent or emotionally unstable, but my thing is I just want consistency with what's going on. If we're gonna say, oh, this white guy, he's crazy, but this black guy, he's a thug. We have to have some consistent balance. I know it's not gonna happen because the system is made for us to fail, but it has to be something. I wouldn't get mad. Okay, you say the white guy is mentally incompetent. He's crazy. He doesn't deserve to die. He just needs a lot of help. Say the same thing for Melly. Okay, you're gonna say the white guy's a heartless scum and he deserves a death penalty to spend the rest of his life in prison. Okay, do the same thing with Melly. But I just want some consistency with it because it's really becoming outrageous that they are only looking at mental health problems with a certain group of people, like others can't have it too. This young man is telling us he has two people inside of him. I know people are gonna allude to like Beyonce and Sasha Fierce, but this, that's some stuff for like promo and just to make fans love you more, because she was the first artist to ever really do that. This kid is literally, you know, who knows? Maybe in his mind, we don't know him. Maybe that nigga really is gonna say something like Melvin was the one who killed them, and maybe with a good enough lawyer, they can rule him as emotionally unstable. I doubt he was be able to be allowed to shoot any more music. It's just a sad situation. I feel so bad for the families of his friends, especially like the parents who like probably knew Melly and met him and all that stuff. Just to think that he did that to their child. Now, one thing I forgot to bring up was there was a video that came out where YNW Melly's mom was doing a video going off, I think on Juvie, saying that he pulled out a gun on her. Some people started to speculate that that might have been a reason to kill him. But if he killed, why didn't he just kill him rather than killing him and Sackboy? Maybe they were plotting on him. Maybe they were stealing from him. You know, either way, even if they were doing that, of course the streets and people are going to say, oh, well, he might have been in the right, but they're not going to give a fuck about that in the courtroom because that's still against the law, and he'll still probably do as much time and may even get the death penalty. Look, I rather, you know, some people are going to look at it, I rather, and say they rather be dead than have to spend the rest of their life in prison. Some people are going to say, at least when you're in prison, you have a slim, even though it's slim, you have a slim chance of an appeal and to beat the body. Or not beat the body, but gain another chance to beat the body. When you're dead, it's not no coming back. So who knows what's gonna happen? As I said, if he's innocent, free him. If he's guilty, do whatever you want to do with him. You know, and I feel bad. I just feel like he probably does have like some emotional problems that we probably should have got him help. You know, a lot of times our people, we don't like, we really just started it, but we really don't like that. Oh, you can have emotional, like you can be bipolar, you can have anxiety disorder, you can have all this, especially when you're someone from the hood, because it's like, oh, you're supposed to be tough, none of that stuff's supposed to bother you. But at the same time, it really does. It does a lot to you mentally and your psyche, and you wanting help but not knowing what to do it, so what to do. So you go and you know, smoke weed, which I'm a advocate of, but you know, you pop the pills, the perks, the mollies, the Zans, and then drinking lean and stuff like that, and it just fucks you up. Now, I ain't too much more to say. Like I said, if you want to know the evidence they say they have against them, I was watching the academics video, the recent video he dropped on the situation. He's saying that Melly's can't. By the way, Melly's lawyer is Boosie's old lawyer from when he beat his body back in 2012. You know, if you want to consider that a good thing, which I mean, I guess you would, because he did beat the body. Now I don't know about that case really. I don't know how much evidence they said Boosie had against him, but Melly, they're saying they just have, like, really it's the car, because as they said, where the bullets are and that were left in the car and how they were left, it was not left by someone. It was literally be impossible for someone shooting in a drive-by to have shell cases land right there, unless they can say that they were shooting back. That's their best chance to say that yes, they were shooting back, and you know, they get discharge of a firearm, or something like that. That's their best bet. Melly, I don't even know. I just gotta pray for, like, I'll pray for him, you know, even if he did do it. Like, he's obviously has problems, you know. I being someone like myself who deals with mental health issues, I know what it can do. Now, I don't think I will ever get to the point to do that. I'm like really against violence for the most part, especially like I just couldn't see myself like taking someone's life away from them. It's just, you know, it's just not that cool to me. I believe God is the only one. Now, if someone does some real fucked up shit to one of your children, you know, grandchildren, whatever happens, happens. I ain't see nothing. But this situation is all just so crazy, and Melly is so talented. He's not one of those guys we consider a mumble rapper who just does this and that. Melly's actually very talented musically. It's sad, and I know for him, and I know this video is gonna be long, but I don't care because it opens up so many different conversations, and it's sad for Melly because it happened with him. It didn't really happen for TK. I guess it somewhat did. TK really got his fame after he got locked up. Melly was really big before he got locked up. You know, from doing songs to Kanye West, going on tour with Lil Durk, eating five-star meals every day, getting foreign females with crazy fatties on tour, just piled up, you know, spoken the best of weed, to going to being in a jail cell where you get told when and when you can, when to and when not to leave your cell, and the food you eat is just probably really killing him in there. But if he did that shit, then you know that's what he got to deal with. But it's whatever. It's your boy Z Kozart, and I'm out.